too kind. I'm not worthy. All right, welcome to Gamesmaster. Much imitated, frequently intimated, inside thigh agitated. This week we've flown some more lucky people out to the Rig Resort for video game playing and other buoyantly anti-social activities. So let's kick off with some oral intercourse with the great man himself, the Gamesmaster.
Greetings. By a public demand, I've been forced to initiate tonight's proceedings with a decidedly unsavoury motorbike encounter on the Road Rash 2. As a greasy, leather-clad biker, our first easy-riding contestant will need to punch, kick, and wheelie his way to the checkered flag in first place on the Hawaii level. My gaze will be most decidedly averted.
Adding to the other smells of burnt rubber tonight is Marlon Rose from Leighton. Around a bit, mate. Okay, lovely. Now, Marlon, first of all, someone was telling me you've got quite a trendy haircut. What's the score with it?
It's got Gamesmaster written on the back of it.
Right, you'd like to turn in and let our camera get a little look at that? See that at home? What a lovely font that is as well. Superb. All right, now, listen, we're playing Road Rash 2, right? It's not on the easiest level of the Hawaiian race. Are you that confident?
I am that confident.
All right, then, I look forward to seeing how well you do. If you'd like to sit yourself down in a games playing chair, get ready to rev up. And riding pillion with me for this challenge is Game Zone's Jane Goldman. Welcome, Jane.
Hi, Dominic.
Now, obviously, Marlon's got no problem with his haircut. He may have some problem with the game. Have you got any tips to alleviate him?
Well, I think Marlon should just bear in mind that time is of the essence here, Dominic, so he shouldn't get too bogged down with all the rough stuff. He should just get in there and
Just
go.
keep it clean and go for the line. Well, Marlon has to finish first on the Hawaiian race, stage 2. Marlon, are you ready? Then off you go. Okay, here we see Marlon in the white jumpsuit on the red bike. At the moment, he's in 13th place. And to the left of the screen, you can see a green energy bar. When that goes down, then it's good night, Marlon. Similarly, he's got his bike energy bar just beside it. Okay, he's doing very well. We can see a mileometer at the bottom right of the screen. It's coming up to 7/10 of a mile. It's a 5.5 mile race. So he's making quite good steady progress. We can see the next rider coming up in his sights. But it's not just the bike riders he's got to worry about.
No, that's right. He's got to watch out for cars, hazards, and of course the police. Although in Road Rash 2, you can punch the police.
Okay, but that's not something we'd recommend you do at home. Okay, here he comes. He's up to 7th place. Oh! Athletic leap over the police car.
He's doing fantastically. He's catching up on the next batch of riders.
Oh, he smacked her. That was Roz there. Smacked her right in the chops. Now he's come to Natasha. In the first race, Natasha was his pal, I think, but there's no love lost now. He's up to 4th. He's up to 3rd place now. Brilliant. He's still got another 3.5 miles. Oh, what's the car? Oh, dear. Now that's going to lose him some time, Jane.
It is. It might cost him the race, but I hope not.
Let's check on Marlon's place. He's in 6th place. There's a couple of dangerous cars that he's just passed his old mate, Natasha.
He really can't afford to come off again now.
That is true. Right, he's over halfway through the race now. He's just coming up for 2.9 miles. Oh, punch Slater in the face. He's up to 4th. He's up to 3rd. 3.3 miles, just over 2. Oh, there's a policeman there. PE number 1. He's walloped him. Yeah. Oh, no, but the policeman, he was coming back there with his truncheon there. Nothing to do with the West Midlands Serious Crime Squad, I hasten to add. Now he's got the first place. Lost it. Oh, no. He's going to need more metal plates than Barry Sheen after this one. Come on, Marlon, he's only got a mile left. He's back in the 4th place now. He's really going to have to pull out all the stops now, Jane.
Perhaps he should have tried to walk to the finish.
That's right, good on a little bit of a jog there. There's one rider in sight here. And it's Roz, actually. Roz has done very well since landing a smack in the mouth earlier on.
I think he could catch her up here.
Watch, there's another car here. Oh, it's gone the outside of it there. I had to go up the track. Oh, Roz got her own by there. He's only got half a mile left. He's in 4th place. No!
Up again.
It's a tragedy of immense proportions here. Oh! Oh dear, he's only got 0.4 of a mile to go. I can't see him doing it here, Jane.
Well, frankly, no.
And there's another car, but he's missed that, but he's hit the other one.
It's gone horribly wrong.
He thinks his death race 2000. He's been hit again, and the bike is wrecked. And unfortunately, Marlon's challenge is over. settle down a bit now. Behave yourselves. Now, Marlon, I tell you, bad luck, but that was brilliant. I was so hysterical. Jane and I were nearly wetting ourselves up there. What were some of the problems you faced?
The cars. I couldn't see them when I went over the hill.
They weren't letting you alone, weren't they?
No.
Maybe you should have got some armour plating on the bike as well.
Yeah.
Have you enjoyed it anyway?
Yes, I have.
Oh, listen, it's been absolutely brilliant to have you on, Marlon. Another round of applause for Marlon Rose! While Auntie Marisha mops up the tears of another crestfallen campaigner, we'll take a look at this week's reviews. This week, games players everywhere could come over all hip and trendy as we look at cult games. First up on the Super NES, grown men wear shades in Blues Brothers. Jake and Elwood are trapped in a mutant jukebox, help them escape through 32 levels of platform japes.
The word cack's used a lot in the computer game industries, and this sums up Super NES Blues Brothers perfectly. No attempt has been made to follow the film's excellent plot, and what's left is a tired run-around platform game.
The graphics of Jake and Elwood are cartoon style, but the game's miles too difficult, and I don't think it's worth the money.
The levels are really frustrating and really badly put together, and there's just nothing to keep you coming back for more.
Next up, that cocking soundtrack can only mean it's Doctor Who on the Amiga. Floppy coats and jelly babies abound as you rescue hostages from 4 cities and give the Daleks and Davros a good kicking.
Nice playability. I'd recommend it, yeah.
The playability is not that bad. It's nothing you're going to play for weeks on end, but probably worth a look.
You would have thought with 29 years of Doctor Who, they could have come up with something a bit more inspiring than what effectively is a run-around shoot-'em-up. The best way to describe Dalek Attack is average.
Finally, Star Wars on the Game Boy. As in the film, travel from Tatooine to the Death Star, rescuing friendly robots and girls with strange hairstyles.
The animation is really very good, and it's a very involving and challenging game.
The platform shoot-'em-up's good, the graphics are good, nice music, but on the driving levels there's nothing to do. It's too boring.
Game Boy Star Wars is excellent, and I recommend you try it now.
The dawn of 32-bit machines has arrived. The spanking new Atari Acorn and Amigas make the present 16-bit Mega Drive, Super NES and Amiga 600s look positively weeny. Tonight we compare the 3 new boys with help from Alistair Borden from Atari, Simon Lovesey from Acorn and Kelly Sumner from Commodore. First of all, why the new machines?
The Atari Falcon is aimed at the home user as a revolutionary new home computer, all singing or dancing.
Mum and Dad can do their desktop publishing, word processing and run the family business, whilst the kids are enjoying the latest in stunning games. The person who wants quality graphics, quality sound, a machine that is versatile and easy to use.
65,000 colours. Each pixel can be a different colour.
4,096 colours, and at any one time can display 256 colours on the screen. 16.7 million colours.
This has got 16-bit stereo recording, 16-bit stereo playback, at quality better than CD or DAT tapes.
As standard, the A3010 comes with 8 stereo channels built in. The Amiga 1200 has 4-channel stereo sound.
Currently there are over 50 games being developed. Many of these will be released in the first 3 months of 1993.
Currently, there are over 250 games available, but this is growing rapidly. 1,500 to 2,000 currently work with the Amiga 1200. By January or February of this year, you would probably see something like 20 or 25 games which are only available on the Amiga 1200.
Some more mouth-watering morsels for you all to feast upon. Now, as I wind my way through the bowels of the rig to meet tonight's celebrity, let's find out what challenge they'll be facing.
Hello again. My second challenge for the evening sets the world to rights with a touch of environmental do-gooding on global gladiators. With disinfectant to hand and green fingers to boot, our cleansing contestant has 2 minutes in which to negotiate the polluted landscape of level 1 and reach the exit. Anyone for lentil soup?
On Global Gladiators tonight, we're very lucky to have a globe-trotting rock legend. Please welcome First Lady of International Pop, Kathy Dennis. Welcome to the show, Kathy. Thanks very much for joining us. Now, listen, surely you're far too busy to be wasting your time playing with Game Boys, are you?
No, I was a big fan of Tetris for a long time.
And what about, well, this game's a wee bit different. You're actually saving the environment here. Is that something that's important to you?
Yes, it is, but I mean, this is an unusual way of going about it as far as I'm concerned.
It certainly is. Perry from Sega Pro is with me to give Kathy some tips about playing. Welcome, Dave.
Hi, Dominic.
All right, give us the rundown.
Well, basically, Global Gladiators is a really beautiful game. The thing to look out for is the invisible platforms. You only notice them when you pass through them, and at the top of them is usually a really nice health bonus.
Which you're going to need if you want to complete this.
Which you're going to need if you're going to get through this level.
That's right, it's quite tough. Kathy's got 2 minutes to get to the end of the level. Kathy, are you ready?
Yeah.
Then off you go. Okay, off goes Kathy there with
Kathy's playing Mick. There's two characters in this, Mick and Mac, and she's actually playing Mick.
Okay, she just splashed the slime baddie there. Or she got hit a little bit there. We can see her energy bars, that little arrow at the bottom underneath the score.
For points as you go along, you collect the little M's, which are like McDonald's arches, and they give you extra points.
Okay.
All these slime monsters have to be destroyed with this custard gun.
They are horrendous. Is that a custard gun, Dave?
I guess it's custard. I can't think what else.
Like
there's a heart. That's a health bar.
Oh, yeah, she's got a health bar. That's fine. It's
she wants to keep an eye out for those. Absolutely.
Okay, so 35 seconds now. She's going all right, Dave. It's quite a long level, though, this.
Very, very well. It's a long level. Yeah, she's got to keep charging along, and not get hit. Yeah, every time she runs into these green things, he shakes his head, loses a bit of health.
Hit, energy. Oh no, energy's about halfway down. A heart would be becoming useful now, but it's okay. There's no need to panic yet. 53 seconds gone.
She's got to start looking out for some health hearts now. Just to power up. Oh, she doesn't want to go in there.
Yeah, that was a little bit close there. Nearly an early bath in the primeval sludge.
All these monsters, this is what can happen to the Earth if we don't do something about
it. That's right. If we don't keep a watch on that.
Clean up our act. Absolutely.
All right, 1 minute 12 gone, but the energy bar's getting quite low. Oh no, she missed it. Oh no! Kathy takes the dive, and the challenge is over. Round of applause for Kathy Dennis. Bad luck, Kathy. All right. Now, Kathy, the world has been destroyed, taken over by slime, and it's all your fault. How do you feel?
Very, very bad.
So listen, what went wrong? It was a good start, and then what were some of the problems?
I should have kept on a higher level. I was like at the bottom all the time. And I think I should have been a bit more cautious, because I was a bit risky.
A wee bit risky for this time on a Thursday, you are, Kathy.
That's me, that is me.
Listen, don't ever go changing, Kathy, all right? Listen, thanks very, very much. Have you enjoyed yourself on our own little rig?
Oh, yeah.
That's brilliant. Well, listen, you've completely satiated me with your presence. Another round of applause for our special guest, Kathy Dennis. While I say my sad goodbyes to Kathy Dennis as she climbs aboard the Gamesmaster chopper, some more puzzles are resolved in the consultation zone.
Hello, Gamesmaster.
Welcome up to the helipad and fire away with your question.
On Krusty's Funhouse, is there a way of getting to the later levels?
Yes, there is. Simply enter the following password. S-M-A-I-L-L-I-W. That's Williams backwards. And the entire game is yours to explore.
Thank you very much.
Who's next?
Where's the magic cape on Zelda 3?
I'm sorry, but if you don't say please, you don't get your questions answered. Next, please.
Hello, Gamesmaster. I am near the end of UN Squadron, but I cannot kill the Guardian that hangs from the ceiling. Can you help me, please?
The answer here lies in the weapons that you can equip your ship with at the beginning of the level. Before you launch into the fray, buy the gun pod weapon. When you reach the end of level Guardian, let rip with this gun pod weapon, and you'll soon have him waving the white flag.
Thanks a lot.
Time for just one more, I think.
Hello, Gamesmaster. Could you please tell me where the magic cape is on Zelda 3?
That's more like it. Go to the top right-hand corner of the graveyard in Light World, pick up the small box, then dash into the stone using the Pegasus shoes. You should then reveal a passageway down to the magic cape.
Thanks very much.
That's all I'm prepared to impart for now. More tidbits next week.
For the final challenge, it's time for another all-comers challenge on the rig. He's back again this week after a stirring victory 7 days ago. British Nintendo champion, Thomas Patterson. Okay, Thomas, you had a good win under your belt last week. You still confident?
Yep, sure am.
Yep, no problems for you at all?
No.
I like this guy, I tell you. All right then, if there's any member of our audience who'd like to take on Thomas Patterson in any Nintendo game, stick your hands up in the air. Okay, let me see. No, definitely not you. Definitely not. How about this? Yes, the ginger-haired fellow there with the spectacles. If you'd like to make your way down, give a round of applause, everyone. Welcome to the show. What's your name?
Keith Pentland.
And where are you from, Keith?
Caithness in Scotland.
Caithness. Right, listen, Keith, what are you going to challenge Thomas on tonight?
Super Soccer on the Super Nintendo.
Right, football now. Thomas, I know you're a Rangers fan, but you're also intelligent. Is this a problem?
I don't know, Tim. Oh, sorry, damn it.
Funny guy.
I think I'll win. I should.
All right, then, if you'd like to take your places in, Keith will put you on the left, Thomas on the right. Keith, I hope you stuff him. While our nubile young T-boy Cameron fishes this game out of the store, I'll have a little chat with Jim Douglas from the Gamesmaster magazine. Jim, any net-busting tips for this game?
Yeah, the man-to-man marking is very good, so dribbling is probably the best policy. Also, the best way to tackle is to get a shoulder barge in, but if the referee sees you, you will be sent off.
OK, we are playing 2 one-minute halves here. Keith Pentland against Thomas Patterson. Are you ready, guys?
Yep.
Then kick off. OK, Keith's playing Holland, playing up the pitch. Thomas is playing West Germany, playing down the pitch. It's Thomas with the ball just now. He's got the ball in. They are shoulder barging here. The referee didn't see it. That could have been danger. There could be an automatic sending off under the new FA rules. OK, it's Holland there in their half of the pitch, though. They've got a clear, lovely little shoulder charge from the Dutch number 7.
Very nice,
oh, but Germany have got it. Germany number 10, no, but now Holland have got it. Oh, the Dutch number 11 gets it. It's a cross in the box.
Surely,
it's a goal. So Keith Pentland is 1 up. Germany kick off. They've given the possession away again, though. But Germany have got it. Oh, here comes Germany. Brilliant. Which means that Thomas Patterson's pulled it level. The Dutch kick off here. Nice little bit dribbling there. Nice tackle. It's up with the Dutch number 9. He takes the shot in the corner, but it just misses.
Just wide.
So it's a goal kick to Germany. German number 4 looking pensive, kicks out to German number 3. That's up to German number 10. The German number 9's got it. Evades his man. The number 10's got it in the box. Gets it back. And shoots it instead. Gets the rebound. 2-1. Kurt scoring there for Thomas Patterson.
That's right. That long dribbling policy is really paying off.
Certainly is. They've given away again. Here comes Germany again. Now we've got a German number 7 tossing in midfield, but it's half-time. The score is Germany 2, Holland 1. So the teams come back onto the pitch for the start of the second half. Germany now playing up the pitch, Holland playing down. Is it easier playing up the pitch in this game?
Yeah, it certainly is. When you're coming down, you've got the disadvantage of not being able to see the goal. You can't see where you're aiming.
OK, and no, Germany take control again in the midfield here. German number 9 gets it. He's seen a lot of the ball. He's got the after touch there, but the Dutch defence got it there. Oh, it's off the post!
A relentless relentless attack on goal.
How close can you get?
They've had so many chances.
The Dutch are having problems clearing their lines, but now there's a counter-attack with the number 10. He evades the shoulder charge of the German defender.
Doing very well.
Lovely bit of skill from the Dutch number 10. He's in the box.
Marvellous.
He shoots. Lovely save there. Diving save from the German keeper. He doesn't have a lot of time left.
Not out of danger here, though.
Oh, and it's out for a goal kick. A little bit of breathing space for the Germans here. The Dutch have really got to pull something out the bag here now, Jim.
Yeah, they really have. But the challenges that are going on are ever so hard. I don't think the ref's really paying much attention.
I think the ref's gone. He's given up. And here comes the Dutch. The German get it back here. Could we see another goal for the Germans? Oh, it's a foul. Here comes the ref. Is he going to clamp down? Oh, no.
Very lenient today. Very
felt he should have been off for that one. Here comes Germany. This is probably going to be the last attack in the game unless the Dutch can get it back quickly.
Carefully selecting where he's putting the ball.
Oh, the Germans have got it. The score is 4 seconds left. It's straight down. The goalie gets it, but it's all over now. The referee blows the final whistle. Germany win 2-1, which means Thomas Patterson is undefeated. It's a great game, but listen, Keith, I had all my hopes on you. You started off well, you gave me an early goal, then what happened?
Well, the goalkeeper, he just must have taken the day off. Terrible.
Well, which means, although I'm loath to admit it, Thomas, you played a brilliant game and you won. What have you got to say for yourself?
Well, the goalie was like Gordon Marshall, but yeah, that's another goal, so I won easily.
Right, well, I think we can discuss that one well into the night. Listen, Thomas, we think you're too good for anything like a golden joystick, but will you come back next week to take on someone else?
Any sweat.
All right, then, we'll look forward to that. Another round of applause, then, for Nintendo champion Thomas Patterson and his challenger, Keith Pentland. Well, that's the dinner gong, and supper on the rig tonight consists of crabs pinchers with cheesy nibbles. In 2 weeks' time, we'll have an exclusive 3D challenge on Gamesmaster. So if you'd like to see lots of objects thrusting their way into the inner sanctum of your living room, be sure to pick up a pair of these essential eyewear accessories. We'll be giving you the details of how to lay your hands on them after the credits tonight. In 7 days' time, we'll be having a little bit of a 3D tryout in preparation for the big one, so pick up your glasses quickly. Good night. Now here's how to get the 3D glasses. If you're a Gamesmaster Club member, you'll be receiving your glasses through the post. The address and phone number for the club are on screen now. Make a note of it if you wish to join. Cost to the club phone line costs 36p a minute cheap rate and 48p at all other times. Ask permission before you make the call. You can also get the glasses with a special 3D edition of the Gamesmaster magazine. On sale at newsagents now, price £1.75.